Ever pondered the magic behind the powerful loops in Java? Well, today, an exploration into this fascinating world awaits. Loops, in the realm of Java, are a fundamental concept, a cornerstone if you will, that every Java enthusiast should master. They provide a way to execute a set of statements multiple times, which can significantly simplify your code and make your programming life a lot easier. Output. Ready to dive into the details? First, understand that there are three main types of loops in Java: the for loop, the while loop, and the do-while loop. Each has its own unique flavor, yet all share the common purpose of repeating a block of code. Embarking on the journey with the for loop, it's important to know that it consists of three parts: initialization, condition, and iteration. The initialization sets the loop's starting point. The condition determines when the loop should stop. And the iteration is the increment or decrement that happens after each loop. Next on the agenda is the while loop, a simpler yet equally powerful tool. The while loop continuously executes a block of statements as long as the condition remains true. If the condition turns out to be false, the loop stops, and the control moves to the next line of code after the loop. Last, but certainly not least, is the do-while loop. It's a slightly different breed. The do-while loop tests the condition at the end of the loop instead of the beginning. This ensures that the loop block executes at least once, regardless of the condition. Now, it's crucial to remember that each type of loop has its own use case. For loops are typically used when the exact number of iterations is known. While loops, on the other hand, are used when the number of iterations is unknown, but a condition determines the execution. And do-while loops, they come into play when the loop must execute at least once. To sum it all up, loops in Java, whether it's a for, while, or do-while loop, are all about repeating actions. They are the workhorses that help to avoid repetitive code, making your programs more efficient and easier to read. For loops are used when the number of iterations is known, while loops when the condition determines the execution, and do-while loops ensure at least one execution. So, there you have it, a crash course on loops in Java. With this knowledge in your arsenal, you're one step closer to becoming a Java wizard. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't shy away from trying out different loop scenarios in your code. Happy coding!